Yep.
Alrighty.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nerdcap. I believe episode 16 now is where we at.
Yep.
Yep.
Not to be confused with 6'7".
That's it. We out here, boy. Never thought we'd make it this far, but
That's
somehow.
about 4 months.
Right, type shit, you know what I'm saying? So hey man, there's only 52 weeks in the year, so hey, eventually when you hear us say episode 52, just know we've been out here for a year, bro, going crazy. So
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, if
type
you're
shit.
watching us on if you're watching this on YouTube, definitely head over to also our TikTok at Nerdcap Podcast. So we want to hit a milestone, just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. And we're almost at 100 on YouTube for subscribers. I think we're at 79. So share this with your family, share this with your friends, or share this
Type,
with your family and friends that actually watch this type of content because that's the only thing that's going to help us. We'll just need people subscribe and follow who don't be viewing and liking. So yeah,
type shit.
for sure,
Yes, sir. Oh man,
for
but nah,
sure.
bro. I was about to say, uh, question, bro. You've been hearing about all this stuff that's been going on with the whole Spider-Man thing? Well, like they've been
The
really
movie,
packing. Yeah, the movie. It seems like they're
yeah,
packing
yeah,
in
yeah.
like a lot of shit with the movie.
Yeah, and what I've heard as well, like with the villains, that there'll be a beginning montage of him like going through some like the weekly villains and his suit, advancing, not I won't say advancing, but it's changing, updating, and do like a quick montage in the beginning. That's for some of
Mhm.
these like more so miniature villains, and then going right into the story, just to kind of filling the gap between the last movie and this movie. So
Okay.
that's what I heard. So it may be jam packed per se for its characters, but it may not be like jam packed in the way that they actually affect the storyline as a whole, which
Okay.
is okay too. Which I'm fine with that too, honestly.
Well,
As long
yeah,
as the
because after I
story
heard,
itself is good, I'm fine.
after I heard like Tombstone was in there, and then they were like, they were just gonna be bringing in like, basically pretty much the Sinister Six like characters and shit like that, bro. Like to a degree, and this, that, that.
Mhm.
I was like, damn, bro, like they're going crazy. And then I didn't forget. I don't know if this is still canon, but you remember? Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't there a piece of symbiote that was left from Tom Holland? Not Tom Holland's, but Tom Hardy's Venom movie that was left
Mhm.
in his
Um,
universe?
yeah, there was a little piece. Now I feel like it was one of those things that Marvel just kind of forget to exist. It seems like
Mhm.
I feel like that's a high potential of happening.
Yeah.
And I really don't want like a now when it comes to Sinister Six, I really don't want all of that. Only because I want this to be like a more so straight story. I'm fine with having those characters in there, but not the Six route yet because
Yeah.
of what they just did in like No Way Home. They basically pretty much had like a myriad of villains that they ended up
Mhm.
having to face. It wasn't technically Sinister Six, it was some different multiversal villains and junk, but
Yeah.
I'm just like, you don't need to kind of try to catch like lightning in the bottle again with that type of ordeal. Let this just be like a regular organic story that's good.
Type shit.
It's not gonna be able to really recreate that quite yet. Like, let us
Nah.
have something to look forward to for Tom Holland's his actual villains. So
Now, granted, that does go back into something we talked about a couple episodes ago. I do like that they're just going to fast forward through some of these villains because
yeah.
Marvel has a bad habit of killing off their villains. So at least
Hmm.
if some of these niggas get speed run, we know they're not going to die, and they're going to be able to come back later
Yeah.
on. So that does kind of put whoever's in that little pocket of the movie
Yeah.
where it's just like him speed running villains. At least we know that they can come back again in the future, and they won't be, they won't
Ab-
catch the
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think of every other villain that got murked. Pretty much every other villain
Almost
in
pretty much,
Marvel,
oh
in
yeah, every
Marvel
other
movies.
villain. Yeah. But to be
Yeah.
fair, if you recall in the first Spider-Man movie, they actually had Shocker and Scorpion in that movie. But even though Vulture was the main villain, they had
Yeah.
Shocker and Scorpion. They were
I remember
just kind of,
Scorpion. I remember Shocker
oh
and Vulture.
well, let me, I guess, backtrack that. The person who becomes Scorpion is in that film. They actually
Uh,
Prowler, technically they had Prowler, Scorpion, and Shocker in that film. But
right.
the main villain was Vulture because
Childish
Childish
Gambino was
Gambino yeah,
Yeah.
technically, yeah. So technically, they had four villains in that film, but
Yeah.
of course, they were kind of not who they were quite yet, which is fine,
Right.
and I'm fine with them having similar, maybe a little more screen time, but as the actual villain, because
Mhm.
that's a way to still show that he has like this rogues gallery
Yeah.
without necessarily weighing down the entire film. So um no, that must so people actually forget that it was actually kind of, I ain't gonna say loaded, but they had some other hitters in there. Of course, was a little bit weighed down by, making him like a Iron Man prodigy. I'm not really too keen on that.
Okay.
I like him to be his own character.
Absolutely.
But I will be. I think with me, when it came to that for the MCU, would have been more fine with it if it was something that they built up to rather than started with. Because now I feel like it's kind of flip flopping. But I guess in hindsight, it's okay since they end up killing off Iron Man.
Yeah.
As far as we know right now. So yeah, I guess all's well that ends well, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, a lot of people are kind of sick. Like, it's weird because like there's a weird niche where like a lot of people are like, "Oh, I think like the Iron Man version of Spider-Man is super dope. I think this nigga's like
Mhm.
extra fire. I love the whole,
Yeah.
Iron Spider, blah blah blah." But it does seem like the main consensus is that majority of people want to go back to that classic Spider-Man where he's kind of doing
Yeah.
his own thing, the friendly neighborhood kind of joint. Because I remember you and
Yeah.
me had this conversation like, oh, like some years ago, where basically it's like
Mhm.
it doesn't feel like Tom Holland's Spider-Man is the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man because like we barely see him in the
Mhm.
neighborhood
Yeah.
cracking
He's
wise
a
and
friendly
doing shit.
world Spider-Man.
Yeah, this is
Man was
the
in
nationwide
Italy
Spider-Man right
in
here, bro.
the second film. He was like in Italy.
Yeah,
In the third film, like technically he was in Europe, but he wasn't real. I mean, you can
yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
tell. And then the
It
first
was touch and
film,
go.
yeah, the first film, they literally said, "All right, we're going to Washington D.C." Like, what is Spider-Man doing? Like, climbing up in Washington D.C.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and they end up going back to New York, but I'm like, bro, just stay in New York, bro. Why are you taking these field trips?
Like, well, yeah, for
And
sure, for sure.
so, yeah, for
I
sure.
100% agree.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. But
brother.
besides that, I feel like there was something else we can say about Spider-Man. That was at the tip of my tongue.
Oh
Dang,
shit,
I wasn't
side
gonna rag on it, but like I feel like it
rag
was
on
something
it.
actually positive too. I'll be kind of ragging on Tom Holland Spider-Man a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, real quick. This is
Mm,
this to make a little side note because now I kind of want to hear. I really want to hear what the internet has to say about this. And I
mm,
kind of already know what the consensus is going to lean towards. Now, granted, out of the three Spider-Men that we have Tobey
mm,
Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland, right?
mm.
And we were like, I remember we asked the question, you, me, and the gang and shit. We was like, who do you think was the best Spider-Man, right? In terms of
Yeah.
feats and in terms of like feats and everything. Like, if these niggas got into like a squad,
Okay.
who you think would win?
Oh, like who would come out the fight?
I think because like at first it
Okay.
started off on I think it first started off on who would win the fight, and then it turned into who was just a better Spider-Man, like overall.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I
Because
remember I was
I
like,
remember I was arguing Tobey Maguire.
Toby. Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
think I
Hmm.
want to say Twilight was he was talking about Andrew Garfield. I believe he said Andrew Garfield. Or
Yeah.
he said Toby too. Somebody said I think it was stressful. It was one of them niggas. One of them niggas was basically they
Mm.
were arguing for Andrew Garfield. And then when we
Okay.
asked them to
Okay.
explain themselves, they had no like rhyme or reason for why Andrew Garfield was a viable Spider-Man, which is crazy
Yeah.
because after going back and rewatching the Amazing Spider-Man movies,
Mhm.
I'm like, there's tons of evidence there. But
Yeah.
don't
It
defend the Spider-Man that you don't know nothing about. But
yeah,
me
yeah, yeah.
myself,
The
you
thing
were like I
was
said, you were for
like,
Tobey Maguire, and I was more
yeah.
for Tom Holland.
Right, right,
So
right.
I just want to ask everybody at home, those of you listening, if you are in a place where you can comment, let us know who, in your opinion, was the best Spider-Man overall. All right. We know nostalgia does
Mhm.
play a part in this, but we're kind of taking the nostalgia cap off this. We're more so just like from heroism to hands to all. What are you smiling about, bro? I'm serious. I'm serious. No, if we
Yeah,
go
yeah, yeah, yeah.
nostalgic, we're gonna say
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire every time.
Well, here's the thing. Here's a question I want to ask too, because
Mhm.
this is what ended up becoming like the crux of the argument.
Yeah.
Which was a better feat? Toby Spider-Man like stopping the train in Spider-Man 2,
Yeah.
or Tom Holland Spider-Man pulling the ships back together with assistance of Spider-Man, or excuse me, Iron Man, by the way,
Stop it.
and
Stop it right there. Stop it right there. Stop
and
it right there.
Spider-Man 1.
Stop right there.
Yeah.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
So
We're not.
yeah, which
One
one's a
thing.
better feat?
One thing we're not gonna do is we're not gonna act like that man was not holding the ship together. Yeah, he was losing it.
Yeah.
He was losing the ship.
Oh
And
yeah,
don't get me wrong, I
absolutely.
do think the train feat is immaculate. It's a great feat.
Yes.
It is a great feat. But we're not gonna act like a 16-year-old boy was not holding together a ship with people
Hey,
and cars on
hey,
it.
just because Toby
The
was
ship,
about 30, probably.
brother, the ship
Hey.
weighed far more than the train. I mean, I understand you got to add velocity and shit with the train, but brother, this
Oh
nigga
yeah,
was
absolutely.
16, holding a ship with cars, trucks, people, and it's a damn ship, and he was holding it to the point where, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, he was slipping, but he held it long enough for assistance, bro. We're not about to sit here and
Yeah.
downplay that shit at all, bro. We're not gonna do that, bro. We are not gonna do that, bro.
Yeah. He
Dude,
just needed some assistance, is all.
you ain't shit, man.
I mean,
This
in order to
man-
save all those people, he just needed help from Iron Man. I mean,
This man ain't shit, bro.
hey, what can you do?
Nothing you have to do, bro. Man, whatever. All right, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't need this, bro. Hey, y'all at home in the comments, y'all let us know what you think, all right? Because like I said, this conversation can go every which way, bro. But y'all let us know what you think in the comments, man. So, what were you about to do? You said you're gonna rag on Tom Holland? Is that what you about to do?
No, I was saying I know I use like right. Even though I rag on some of his. Well, here's the thing about me and Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I think Tom Holland's a great actor for Spider-Man, for his Peter Parker and the Spider-Man. Phenomenal, fantastic. I think the problem is like the movies that they write for him. I'm just like, y'all have like a great Spider-Man right here. Like he can do his own flips and something like that. He, acrobatic. Um, he's a versatile actor. But I was like, just write a better Spider-Man film for him, which I feel like they're doing with this new one, and it will be like perfect. Because think like this, and I was watching a video earlier when I was talking about Civil War and how bold they were with introducing Black Panther and Spider-Man in the same film, which all automatically puts that film kind of up some tears, by the way. But in that introduction, like when we saw that, bro, it was like, yeah, this is Spider-Man. Honestly, Toby Andrew, it was kind of like, hey, hey, it might be a wraps. Like after his introduction in Civil War, like phenomenal Spider-Man. And then the movies,
he was
happened.
goated.
Yeah. Then his like intervals movies happen. I was like, this could be better if you just kind of took the formula they kind of used for, I'll just say Toby's Spider-Man and just certain sticks Andrews and just do it for Tom Holland and have it then even have it better because then it connects to the MCU. You can maybe see the Avengers building in the background while he's like swinging around something. Even I don't know if it's in the same area. Hey, sorry, New Yorkers. I don't know how your geography works. I know you got like 4 blocks or different areas, but Bronx, Queens, and all that. Sorry, don't know the geography. But things like that. Like things like that with other characters that's around there. Because apparently Daredevil, he has a street, I believe. He he has a territory, a block or something like that. I don't know how to divvy it out in the Marvel, but so they all in New York. I know they're not, telling the same the same folks. But I said they had the perfect entry for all that to happen. Because even though Sony doesn't always like play ball with them, they're allowing y'all to do all this, so like make the most of it. I feel like just the writing for it wasn't the best, in my opinion.
Fair enough. I fuck with it. Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, teach their own.
Yeah.
I know.
Facts are fast, I guess, but if you wanna pivot, I got a couple topics we can talk about. Let's see.
Let me hit you with this real quick. I mean, we can hit this now, or I can save it for later. But I have another round.
Might end up piggybacking off of something that I got as well. So go ahead and hit me.
I got another round of because clearly people love this one. I got another round of hard work or talent.
Hey, you gonna get me Hey, you can get me doxxed.
Hey, bro. Hey,
Jokers
here's
are
the thing
really
about it, bro. Here's the thing about it. One thing I definitely gotta start doing is I gotta start asking because like I realize I don't know what anime you've watched already, but I've
Mhm.
like every time I've come up with the list, it's always been things that I know you've watched. So like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna eventually have to figure out what you've seen and then run it from there
Oh
because I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
want to throw out some
We need a
wild ones.
whole
And you
list.
like, right? I didn't want to throw something out that you be
Yeah,
like you never watched it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But right
yeah,
here, right now, I think this is
yeah,
pretty solid.
yeah.
So
And we should also probably do this because there are some discrepancies, like when people what it means to be gifted or hard work. What it means, well, like all the MCs we know did both. Obviously, they wouldn't be the MC if they wasn't gifted or worked hard. Unless you're
of
talking
course,
about
of course.
solo leveling guy. But hey,
Yeah.
um, besides that, we all know they all work hard. They're all gifted in some form. But what we mean is, and we don't have a both category for us for how we're doing it because if we had both category, that'd be too easy. Like most of them will be in both.
Okay.
But we mean when we say hard work,
Hold on.
as in they
What's gifted? When we're talking about
we
gifted,
do gifted
are we
first.
talking about something? Are we talking about them having a natural trait? Or are we talking about somebody actually giving them something? Or are we talking about both?
It could be both. Now, well, let me dial down to what we don't mean. Like when somebody say if
Okay.
you're just I don't know, you're like a really good pianist, for example.
Okay.
We're not necessarily putting that in the gift category when it comes to like the anime. If you're just like a good like fighter, is we're putting in the gifted category. It's just like you're given certain advantages that other characters in the show would never be able to like to get. That will automatically, as long as you kind of work hard, at least at the same, you work hard around the same rate, or even
Mhm.
maybe just a smidge more, would put you
Mhm.
exponentially above everybody else. That would be
Okay.
like gifted because when we use a Naruto example, like say take Rock Lee and Naruto. We know Rock Lee
Okay.
had a extreme work ethic, but he would never have that amount of chakra. He would never have his Jinchuriki, and he was not a reincarnation of a alien chakra guy. So his like his top would pause would never would never top the Naruto stop. So
Hold on. I
yeah.
know we keep subsectioning everything.
Yeah.
One more statement I'm gonna make, and I know this is gonna probably
Mhm.
get everybody in a fucking. This is gonna rustle everybody's jimmies. Listen here.
Yeah.
To the one guy who said that nothing Naruto had mattered,
Mhm.
so that doesn't make him
Oh
gifted
yeah,
or talented.
yeah,
Brother,
yeah.
that nigga said him having Uzumaki, the Uzumaki chakra pool doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Him having Karama didn't matter. Him being a reincarnation didn't matter to the end. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right here, right now.
And those are just the
That
three big
large
ones.
chakra pool, that large chakra pool absolutely mattered. Yes,
Mhm.
Karama did end up like in the beginning, Kurama was a hindrance to Naruto's chakra control, but we're
Mhm.
not going to sit here and act like overall, like Kurama did not save Naruto on multiple occasions. When he was falling in the fucking that chasm and he had to ask
Yeah.
Kurama for chakra so he could summon Gamabunta to keep him from dying, right there. When Sasuke dropped that nigga off a rock, off a damn mountain, and planted that
Mhm.
nigga's head inside the ground like a damn acorn, that nigga,
Mhm.
Kurama had to save him from that multiple times in that fight, by the way.
And then it was the
Sasuke
same time
almost
when
damn
he
near killed Naruto multiple times in that fight.
when right when Orochimaru they was fighting him and then he like unleashed like the cloak. He would if he didn't have a cloak, he wouldn't have it would have been wraps. Okay. So there's
When he was
multiple
fighting
instances.
Haku, when this man was fighting
Hmm.
Haku, he had to channel in the Nine Tails, bruh, to start literally
Hmm.
being able to fight Haku because them niggas were honestly it was a bit of the Nine Tails and Haku because Haku didn't want to actually kill them.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
the Nine Tails definitely was the deciding factor
Hmm.
in that fight. And then in multiple other, like I said, you're not gonna sit here and act like bro
Hmm.
literally outright said Karama played no part.
Yeah,
He was not a I
yeah,
was like, yo, stop the
yeah.
lies, bro. And
Yeah,
then
bro. Yeah, bro.
and then the lastly, when bro was like, the reincarnation didn't matter to the end. You mean when he died? Nigga, he was
And
dead.
the thing
He
is
died. The
that
nigga
that
died.
doesn't make it sense because that doesn't make sense at all because if you're reincarnated, that starts at birth. Like the
Right.
reincarnated part starts at birth, bro.
Right. The
So I was
reincarnation starts
like,
at birth.
all right.
But like, bro was like him being the reincarnation of Ashura didn't matter until the end. I'm
Mhm.
like, brother, it doesn't matter if it mattered to the end. It
Like
mattered
it
because that nigga
subsequently
died.
mattered the
That
whole
man was
time now.
dead.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
that
yeah,
man was not breathing. That's the point. He
yeah.
was dead.
Okay.
They had, like
Yeah.
that played
Mhm.
such a huge part. I'm like, we're not. I don't know, bro. Niggas,
And then some
whatever,
people were
man.
saying that, oh, but he
Whatever.
was like the reincarnation of the Indra one. So and he had to work hard because he wasn't as good as his brother. I'm like, no matter what, they were sons of a chakra god, pretty much chakra alien god. It's
Yeah,
like
Naruto was Ashura and
doesn't matter,
Sasuke was
bro.
Indra and shit. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I think I might mix it up, but yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
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 So
Naruto's
I'm like,
Ashura, but I don't. Whatever, man. You know what? Hey, listen, we're just gonna jump in here because, like, my thing is also
mm,
when it comes down to this thing. One more thing, when it comes down to,
mm,
which is probably going to be his own clip in general, but when it comes down to things like when it comes down to weighing in between talented and hard work, here's how I see it,
gifted
and
hard
I'm
work.
pretty sure this is also how DJ sees it as well.
Mm,
We understand that characters have a bit of both. Like Deku has worked
yeah.
hard, but yet he also
Hmm.
got multiple quirks on top of one quirk. And the one quirk he
Hmm.
did have was extremely powerful. It was literally a strength enhancing quirk. All right. But
Yeah.
here's the
Mhm.
thing, when you can decide which one they fall into, whether it's talent or hard work, here's how you look at it. Does the hard work match the amount of talent? Yes, Deku did have to sit there and put up and have to train to be able to get his body prepared to use one for all.
Mhm.
But even after that, and I do understand that even when he got Black Whip, that was an issue because he had to learn how to control Black Whip. But we're
Yeah.
not going to say that like Deku was struggling to learn every other quirk past that. Deku literally,
Mhm.
that's why I would put Deku in talented over hard work because after he got past One for All and Black Whip, everything else was pretty like simple. It was simple
Mhm.
shit to handle. So he ended up getting 5 to 6 other quirks in total.
Mhm.
So that's why I would put him in
Well,
talented.
and
Same goes
we
for
got to make
Naruto.
sure we say, well, gifted versus hard work. Because
Gifted,
talented,
okay,
that
gifted,
gets
talented, whatever.
into
Yeah, okay, fine.
yeah. Because
Gifted.
when
You're
people
right.
say
Gifted.
talented,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah, they're all talented, right? But
I
with
mean,
them
yeah,
gifted,
everybody's
there
talented.
will
Yeah.
live some characters who are literally gifted your power, and you work hard to to excel that power, and it push you above everybody else.
Right.
I.e.
Yeah.
Deku, literally the hair scene, bruh. Like if you didn't get that piece of hair, bruh, he would not. It would not matter. And I know somebody said that. Well, they imagine them they would do this and this. I'm like, he will be a police officer or an accountant or whatever his mom was doing as a day
It
job.
doesn't
It's
matter.
like,
It doesn't matter.
yeah,
Bro would still be
sorry,
fodder. He'd be
love,
fodder. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
Fodder.
love Deku. Would not be where he is though.
Right.
Nowhere near.
Niggas using that as an excuse. Oh, he'd be a police officer. Nigga, have you seen what happens to the police in My Hero? They get fodder. So let's not even, bro. Act like we seen a cop stop fucking all for one single handedly or something. Stop
Right,
playing.
right, right. I'm like, with the hair, number one hero can fight all for one. Without the hair, his top is lieutenant, lieutenant of the police
Lieutenant of the
academy.
police chief of
Hey,
police
sorry.
maximum.
Right,
Chief of
right.
police max.
Sorry.
So okay, so yeah, it's more
Or
gifted.
UA president. Because he researched quirks. Like he could be UA president, but hey,
Yeah, he
he's
can
not gonna be
replace
in the battlefield.
the rat nigga for the
You're right,
president.
right.
Yeah.
President Deku. But
So, so
yeah,
yeah, like
sorry.
I agree with you though. It's more gifted and
Mhm.
hardworking. But like I said, I feel like Deku falls on gifted because his gifted outweighs
Absolutely.
his hard work. Also feel the same goes for Naruto. Naruto worked
Mhm.
extremely hard. Naruto is probably the closest character when it comes to like finding that balance in between.
Mhm.
But I would still put him at gifted because, bruh, without those things, without the Uzumaki chakra, without
Mhm.
the Nine Tails, without the reincarnation, bro would have been dead long ago. Even if we just take the
Mhm.
other two out, without the Nine Tails, bro would have been dead a long time ago. And
Mhm.
well, actually, he wouldn't be relevant. He wouldn't be relevant in a lot of the
Mhm.
story plot because the Akatsuki wouldn't come after him. Yeah, he just wouldn't be relevant. He'd just be a dude, a guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So honestly
Yeah.
speaking, like even from the story purposes, him having the Nine Tails and all these other things play a heavy part.
Yeah.
Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this hard work versus gifted. All right. You ready?
Okay. All right. Yeah,
All right. You know what I'm saying? Keep it quick. All right. Get your mind
yeah.
focused, brother. I'm coming at you.
All right.
Pause.
Hey.
First off,
Um.
start it off. Gojo,
Gojo gifted.
Baki Hanma.
God dang it. Baki.
Yeah.
And you already know I don't even like Baki.
Hey, it's cool, bro. Hey, we can explain it later.
Hard
Baki.
hard work.
All right. Thorfinn.
Hard work.
Ed Elric.
Hard work.
Yuji Itadori.
Gifted. I think we did that one last time. Gifted.
All right. Kurapika
Sleep.
Kurta.
Dang it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a tough
Yeah.
one.
That's a slippery slope, ain't it? Kurapika from the Kurta
It
clan.
is.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I'm gonna go with Gifted. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gifted with that one.
And lastly, this is the one that I really thought was decent. Gohan.
Go on.
Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna go with Gifted.
All right. Okay.
And I still wanna
Now,
after
on that,
saying
man,
go ahead.
which one? Now going back now, which ones would you like to break down? I mean, to me, Gojo's pretty apparent. We know Gojo's gifted.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Baki. Now let's talk about
With
that for a second.
Baki, I wanted to say Gifted I was thinking Gifted with that one, but I couldn't remember how much of him being, what's his name, son, plays a factor into
Right.
him.
Right.
That's the part I couldn't recall, because then it's like the thing, like, 'cause if he could prepare them in like Gohan, right?
Yeah.
Son of Goku, son of what,
It
Yujiro.
comes down to
And I did
genetics.
say
Yeah.
Gohan, yeah, Gifted. The reason I was saying, okay, let me go to Gohan first, then come back to Baki. Gohan I put in like Gifted because we know they said it was easy for him to access X amount of power because he was like human and Saiyan, which also plays more into the argument that Goku is hard work. But we knew even as a baby, he like knocked out. Wasn't a baby, but he was like what, 5? Wasn't he able to kind of knock out Raditz? Not knock him out, but do damage to Raditz, who was above Piccolo and Goku at that time. But and Gohan was like 5 and able to do that. So we already knew from there. Something's up here. Brother is more so in the gifted category. I think he just has a lot more at
Yeah.
his disposal versus like Goku. Now, he
Yeah.
did work hard, go through like a lot of training, not to take anything away from Gohan. What he did with it, a little different. But I'll put him in gifted category because he just and because I also don't want to say too much because of genetics, but I think in this instance, it just makes sense to put him in the gifted category because I don't see him as the same
For
as
Gohan.
Goku. For Gohan, yes. Now
Okay, so what about Baki?
Going back to Baki, this is kind of why I was separating them. I don't know how much I couldn't think of those couple seconds how much Yujiro played a part in Baki just being strong, as
Yeah.
strong as he is.
Yeah.
I think there's might be a little bit of context I might be missing there. So, hey, if I'm ignorant on that,
Let,
oh well, sorry.
if you
But
let me interject for a second, just a quick second.
okay.
Here's my thing. It's so weird to me because, like I've already said this. Baki is not a martial arts anime. It's an anime about genetics, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
no matter what, you will have 100 different characters who have trained day in and day out since they were conceived. The moment they could start practicing martial arts, they were practicing martial arts.
Yeah.
Just for them to get done up by somebody with the last name Hanma. And that's the thing that gets me. Because like the demon back, the demon brain, whatever you want, whichever way you want to go about it. Yujiro's father, doesn't matter. Being a Hanma clearly is a genetic thing. And it's like, yeah, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Baki has trained. I watched Baki back when Baki used to have red hair. I was watching red-headed Baki back when he was like, the previous before they made the Netflix series.
Yeah.
And my thing about that is Baki has worked hard as hell, bro. Baki has fought crazy opponents, done all this shit. But at the end of the day, bro, the way they hype up the Hanma bloodline, it almost makes Baki's training minute in comparison. You see what I'm saying?
So
and it's just a storytelling point. It's from the storytelling perspective.
Didn't train, he would be leagues above normal people. Yeah. So honestly, he probably would have to be in the gifted category. Like I said, I couldn't that by the time my brain was trying to think about all the points that makes him what it is, but that's how I lean. For me when it comes to anime characters, I'm always gonna lean MCs at least, I'm always gonna lean on hard work first. Then in my mind, I have to justify when they're gifted. So because I couldn't
Mhm.
at the time like justify why Baki was gifted, I'm like, okay, I gotta put him in the hard work category. Um,
Right.
yeah, and same thing with like all the characters is like something
Mhm.
something outside of just you has to then make you gifted, which is why I kind of you know uh denote that some of those gifted and some of those not pretty much.
Right. And
What else was you
if you
say?
also
It's,
if you also take that into account though, we
mhm,
like take Baki the show, right? We know that
yeah,
Baki worked hard because he's the main character. But take
mhm,
somebody like Yujiro. Yujiro, I've never seen Yujiro train at all. I've seen him do some like
yeah.
little minute bullshit, but
Mhm.
you never really see Yujiro train. Also, when
And
it
see,
comes down
that's
to
why I
martial
would
arts,
that's why
yeah,
for me it would been a flip flop with the Goku and Gohan. I would have
yeah.
like I'll say Goku, okay, easy hard work, then Goku, okay, probably gifted. In my brain, I was thinking, yeah, Yujiro, that might be gifted, and then Baki hard work, but they were really kind of the same. He just a lesser extent. I guess for me, just the way like Yujiro be talking to Baki, it was like, well, maybe he is trying to work hard. So maybe he's not
Right,
gifted.
right, right.
Because the
The
way
thing is,
Yujiro be talking to
Baki's trying to
Baki, bro.
work up to Yujiro, though. That's the whole.
Yeah,
He's trying to work up to Yujiro. Baki
yeah, yeah.
normally is already ahead of the curve. You rarely
Mhm.
find a moment where Baki, well, in the Netflix for sure, you rarely find a moment in the Netflix series where Baki is struggling against an opponent. He's
Yeah,
always basically aiming for Yujiro, though. Like he does
yeah,
run into a few
that's true.
opponents where they're like, okay, you're a little bit more than I expected,
Mhm.
but overall, he's mainly just chasing that Yujiro, that that
Yeah,
Yujiro high. So yeah, bro.
yeah. That's no, that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah. But bouncing back
Yeah,
to
that was a
Gohan
tough
though,
one. Okay, go ahead.
bouncing back to that Gohan one, I agree with you as well as
Mhm.
gifted because I feel like early in Z, basically all through Z, I feel like Gohan worked for his abilities. But once we started
Mhm.
going into like Super and the superhero movie where Gohan was like he was able to tap back into his ultimate Gohan and he was like
Oh yeah,
dogging
Beast
Goku and
Gohan and
Tien
all that. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
him hitting Beast, the whole Beast transformation. I hate Beast Gohan. That shit is
Really? Mm.
so weak, bruh. That man did not deserve that
See,
power up at all. At
I
all.
agree. See, my thing about me with those transformations in the superhero movie, I think they are cool. I'm not sure if I like them being the current canon though. Like with Piccolo's transformation, which he pretty much just wished, and he basically said he wished for his be unleashed potential. The problem with that
Yeah.
is later on, once Super goes into next arc, he's eventually gonna need more power to face the next villain. But if that's already at your potential, you have to then find a reason to then increase that again. So I feel like they shouldn't have used the word potential. That's why I loved it in the film. I feel like it's one of those things that might not should be canon. But I know it already is, so it's kind of is what it is.
Too late now. Yeah. Too
Same
late now.
thing with the with the Beast Gohan. You're putting them at levels in the Dragon Ball way. You're gonna eventually have to have them exceed that. So I feel like those should have been levels that they get to more naturally. Um, well,
Indeed.
I'll say naturally for Gohan part, but get to a little more gradually than how they did in the Super movie. Now for the cinematics, for it being in the film, fantastic. But for what it actually means for storytelling, not so great. Not so great. Not so great.
I
So
agree. I agree.
yeah.
I honestly agree, bro. Because it's like I said, Z handled it so well when it came to Gohan because it's
Mhm,
like, okay, he had the potential, but it felt like even with Gohan having potential, like knocking out Raditz and shit, like we
mhm,
knew he couldn't just like 1v1 Raditz. We knew he wasn't going to
mhm.
1v1 Nappa or Vegeta, but we knew he had the potential. And then as things
Yeah.
kept going on, he got stronger. Then when the cell thing came up, he trained.
Yeah, yeah.
The emotions unlocked. He became Super Saiyan 2. Even when he
Mhm.
became Ultimate Gohan by training with Supreme Kai and Elder Kai, whatever, all good. Like I said, once he hit Super, downhill,
Yeah.
brother.
And yeah,
Bro
think about
became
it. Even go
completely gifted instead of talented. I
yeah.
mean, gifted instead
And
of
even
hardworking.
going back to even going back to the potential conversation, correct me if I'm wrong, but when he became Ultimate Gohan, isn't that supposed to be like the height of his potential or something like that?
It basically was supposed to be the height of his potential at that time. So when he became
Okay.
Ultimate Gohan in Z, that was like the apex of his power. That's why he didn't need to go Super Saiyan because it was greater than Super Saiyan 2,
Right.
basically.
Correct.
Yeah.
So like
And
now
then the same for
with him unlocking the Beast Gohan form, what's the point if he has the Ultimate Gohan form?
Yeah, that's the point. Because they needed they needed they needed Gohan to have a form because
Mhm,
I don't know what they were trying to cater to specifically, but they
mhm.
needed Gohan to have some sort of form where he could contend against Goku and then when they went up to higher levels, because you have Vegeta
Yeah.
with Ultra Ego, Goku with Ultra Instinct, Piccolo now had Orange Piccolo. Didn't even need that realistically speaking. But they had to update the Z fighters, but they updated the Z fighters in like the worst way. Because now you, like I said, you
Yeah.
have Ultra Ego, Ultra Instinct,
Yeah.
you have Beast, you have Orange, and now you just have Broly who's just Broly. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
That still
how
leaves
they
every
should
other
have
Z fighter in the dirt.
how they should have did Gohan was if they wanted to accelerate him and have a threat or whatnot, have him train with Whis Beerus, but have it similar to how dang, I forgot which arc, but you remember when they were just kept the Super Saiyan form for a while and just did everything casual in the Super Saiyan form.
The
Do
Cell Saga,
that.
yeah. The Cell
Yeah,
Saga.
yeah, yeah. Before that, do that
Mhm.
with Gohan. Have him like just stay in the ultimate Gohan form for as long as possible, and then you just pivot back to him, and then he's like meditating. He was like, "Yeah, I've been holding this ultimate Gohan form for about 2 weeks straight now. I think I'm got it now.
Master the
I've
form.
accelerated
Yeah,
my potential, or I won't say maximize because his potential should always keep going higher. He said, I think I've, moved up my potential now. Now, where that may fall between like the God sands and all that, you can play
yeah,
around with it more now because the potential is going to
yeah,
keep increasing, even though the form itself like is the same. That's what they should have done. Like he's still keep the ultimate Gohan form and let that be, hey, this gonna be the max, but let him
yeah.
keep training and even relaxing that
That
form
also
and
would have been a solid
maintaining the
callback
form.
too to the whole thing in
Mhm.
general. That would have been a solid callback
Correct.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Yep. And then going
Did you
back to
want to
the
go over
gifted
any?
part, I would say
Yeah,
what was the criteria for him being able to pull out the Z sword? I'm forgetting some of that lore. Was it just
I
because he's
don't remember.
Gohan or because like
I think
yeah.
he was just strong enough to do it.
Okay,
I don't remember.
okay.
I don't think
'Cause I
there was
remember
any
they're
like
like
special reasoning.
flabbergasted. Let me I gotta look that. Well, we can look it up later. But
I more so think it was 'cause, like, I mean, bro's a Saiyan. Like he's just a
correct.
strong Saiyan. I don't think it was nothing crazy special for why he was able to do it though.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
Uh, the rest of these, man. Did you want to talk about
Oh,
Thorfinn,
Kurapika.
Ed Elric, Yuji, or Karapika?
I think the other one was pretty straightforward. For me, I mean
Okay.
Thorfinn, I would say worked hard because like with Thorfinn, he didn't have the genetics of his dad. Obviously he's short, completely different from his dad.
Yeah.
B, by the time like his dad got killed, he didn't even start training yet, really to be a fighter. He literally
Mhm.
learned to fight from his enemy practically. What was the other one? Said Thorfinn.
Ed Elric from Full Metal
Ed
Alchemist.
Elric, yeah, he just really just kept experimenting. Like he was really just experimenting all that on his own, and he even
Is
had
that hard
blights which
work
set him
as
on.
an alchemist?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
I'd say so personally. Um, yeah, I'd say
Mhm.
so. I'd say
Nice,
so.
nice. Okay.
Now
Uh,
Karapika,
yeah.
this one was hard for me because he's actually my favorite character
Yeah.
in Hunter x Hunter. And because I was almost about to put him in hard work territory because of the application that he uses his abilities. He's only using his abilities for his like mission. He's not trying to necessarily compete or do anything else when it relates to the rest of the verse and the rest of the hunters. Um, so even now I still slick want to put him in hard work because he's very I'm just this one mission and I'm not really kind of worried about anything else. But I
Yeah.
put him in the gifted because of his ability. If we remember when it comes to the end, with Kropka's
Mhm.
ability, he then has access to specialized, so he then has access to all the different different types and that I think puts you and because that's also a only 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 one he can do that. He's the only person that can do that. Especially now, obviously because the Curry clan is yeeted. Um, I think he may have to be a special case, but in the gifted category because it's
For sure.
something that puts him above, makes him also physically stronger.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'll say
Yeah.
gifted, but by a hair,
My hair. Okay.
by a hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Honestly. honestly, I would probably go the opposite way. I'd probably say hard work by a hair, just because like when you think about his
Mm.
nin contract that he had to make to like
Yeah, yeah.
to like, hey, I'm gonna use chain jail on you, but I'm also
Yeah.
gonna use chain jail on me, or whatever the fuck. Like, or I'm sorry, like making it so like he can only use chain jails on the spiders and shit like that. Basically, taking his nin ability, his Hatsu, and then putting so many restrictions on it, like
Yeah.
specifically for the spiders, and shit like that. I don't know. Uh, It's a slippery slope. Actually, I'll let it stand with what you said. I believe, yeah, gifted. I feel
Okay.
like it falls into the
Okay.
way gifted or hard work. And we already said
Yeah.
Yuji and Dory, so we already know
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
self-explanatory. Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. But let
All right,
internet
man. The
tell
floor is
you,
yours.
it was like, nah, that's hard work.
Yeah, nah, bro. Yuji, there's nothing. Yuji to me, Yuji's just naturally talented. That's his natural talent, bro. Bro's is cold with it. He just fought.
Yeah,
Yuji's
that's
just
telling you
fought
got the
with it, bro.
Sukino, listen, Sukino, the fingers and everything. What else?
Yeah. Bro
Yeah,
was always just
yeah, he
a
just,
solid, like hand-to-hand combatant, bro. Like we never saw bro
yeah,
train. He was just solid from the jump.
yeah,
Bro just
yeah,
even when he
yeah,
was at
yeah.
his high school and he was just breaking all those records, like with the shot put and
Mhm.
the 100 meter, and they were talking about this nigga can run as
Yeah, yeah,
fast as
yeah.
a
His
car and
body
shit.
is just like, completely different. Now, I know
Crazy,
some
bro.
people, that's
Yeah.
why some people argue that Gon was in the gifted territory as well. Only reason why I didn't put Gon in the gifted because that's all he kind of had. Similar to like the same argument. If that's it, just that one thing, um, it's a little bit more hard to sell to say that you're
Mhm.
in the gifted because
For
there's
sure,
still a
for sure,
lot of
for sure.
there's still other things you need to match up with these other characters. So
For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure.
um, let's see, let's see. I got some weird ones. I got some regular ones, and I got some verses. How you feeling?
Run them up, brother.
How you feeling? You want to do it? You want to hit a verses? You want to hit maybe a weird one, or you want to hit a scenario base?
Let's just run the verses real quick, get this shit out of the way.
Do a
Since we already
verses.
did the
All right,
yeah, run that shit.
hit that SpongeBob. Tita, 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 tita. All right. So 5 second versus battles. What's called as the versus challenge. I'm gonna give you about 5 random verses. They could be one-sided, they could be even, you never know. But you got 5 seconds to answer each one. Are you ready?
All right.
And I think only one of these you know from what we've already talked about. All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna start off pretty easily. First one is Baki versus Akaza.
Bro, Baki has no way of stopping Akaza, bro. I'm sorry. Baki has no way of stopping Akaza. Akaza has infinite regeneration, bro. There's nothing that can be done. I'm pretty sure Baki could probably hold him till the sun comes up. Maybe, possibly. If he can't, then he's dead, bro. If these niggas are fighting somewhere like Infinity Castle, it's over with. Pass.
All right, all
Akaza.
right.
I got Akaza. Overall. Akaza.
Okay. Cyclops from Marvel versus Shoto Todoroki.
Cyclops. Cyclops.
Okay.
Cyclops.
Woo.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right. Vixen from DC versus Beast Boy.
Beast Boy. Beast Boy for sure. For sure.
Okay,
Beast Boy.
okay. Dang, going against the melanin. Um,
Makes sense.
Powerpuff Girls versus DC's Big Three. So Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman.
Uh, Honestly speaking, on paper, the Powerpuff Girls slick got it, but
Mm.
Superman is just that nigga is just Superman is just the most wonkiest character in all of existence. He can pretty much do whatever he wants, and Batman's also
Okay.
equally ridiculous. So yeah, I'll just say the Justice League just to be safe, bro. Whatever.
Okay. Okay.
I don't care for that weird shit. All right.
All right. Metal Bat from One Punch Man versus Captain America.
Ooh, that's rough. Not gonna hold you the way Metal Bat works. Steve got to put Metal Bat out super quick because Metal Bat is basically like the Hulk. Bro just gets stronger, and they said his potential is infinite, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro, because he fought Garo, bro. He was slick about to kill Garo.
Mm.
Oh fuck. Oh man. Oh my god.
Think about it. Think about it.
Metal bat, metal bat, metal bat, metal bat. All right,
All
all right.
right, all
Hey,
right, all
fight me, metal bat. Fuck, metal
right.
bat. Oh my god, metal bat, metal bat.
Bet.
Shit.
All
Oh,
right.
this might have cost me. That might have cost me. That might do some damage.
Nah, I
Oh,
was honestly leaning. I was leaning Metal Bat for the sheer point of his potential is higher, and I feel like Steve is gonna Steve, like he'll piece people up and just kind of guide your straight from there. But you can't do that with like Metal Bat. Like you got to take
yeah,
him out right there. If he doesn't,
yeah,
if Captain America doesn't know that, it's a wrap.
yeah.
Now if he does know that he got to take him out quickly, that's a little different. Like he might just do him up real quick.
I'm not gonna hold you.
So
After remembering when Garo threw that manhole cover at Metal Bat and he fucking like
mhm,
home run that bitch clean out the way, bro.
mhm,
I don't know. It might mean something, bro. Like I said, I think Steve is overall a better fighter. I
mhm.
think that Captain America is a better fighter than Metal Bat, but Metal
Yeah.
Bat just has crazy tenacity, ridiculous endurance, and he
Mhm.
literally gets stronger as like he fights, and he just like
Correct.
becomes more
Correct. Correct.
durable,
Correct.
more stronger, and like it's just he'll keep building. Eventually, Steve will tire, but Metal Bat will
Yeah.
just keep going, bro. And Steve doesn't really
Yeah.
have anything to take Metal Bat out for real. Same thing with the Baki and Akaza thing, bro. It's,
Yeah. Yeah.
Aka just ain't got
Yep. Yep.
nothing.
Yep. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Damn, bro.
Any of those other verses you want to go through again, or you feel like you
Yeah, Baki Akaza.
pre?
Let me go ahead and I know how y'all niggas hate
Okay.
Akaza in these fights, bro. There's nothing Baki can do except for wait till the sun comes up. I
Uh-huh.
know that y'all are gonna be like, Baki would explode him. No, he would not. Y'all have never seen Baki explode
Yeah.
anybody ever at all, even when he was serious, bro. Let's stop doing this shit. I'm tired of niggas saying like, oh, these niggas would explode this nigga. It's not, y'all have never seen that. Let's cut that shit out.
Mhm.
Baki,
Yeah. Bucky can't beat him down
Baki,
to the cellular, whatever thing some people were
niggas
saying.
be bro. When
I
niggas
was
say that
like,
characters will beat niggas to the cellular level, shut the fuck up. Y'all have never heard any. Y'all never seen that shit. Y'all just be, y'all
yeah,
niggas
I'm
just
like,
be.
bro,
Y'all take a
that
hit.
literally means they're vaporized. Like that's a
These niggas
vaporization
take a
level.
hit of a crack pipe and just start saying whatever. You've never seen Rock Lee vaporize nobody. You've never seen any of these niggas vaporize anybody. Why is that even an option, bro? Like, god
Yeah.
damn, y'all niggas ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
no, but no,
yeah, Baki, I don't.
I do agree with you. I think Akaza
Yeah,
has it, unfortunately. And I know
yeah.
people like kind of scale Bucky's kind of speed up, but he only kind of move. I don't want to say it gets weird, like, hey, you see this animation and he moves at that speed, but he's fast. Don't get me wrong,
He's fast enough
but
to outspeed perception. But so is Akaza.
correct,
So it's like,
correct. And Akaza can
oh,
literally
okay.
hit the air and it creates like air cannons. What they we saw in the Infinity Castle movie. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's just a downhill battle. Like this is
Exactly.
downhill battle for Bucky, and he has like regular human stamina. Of course, at a higher level because he actually trains. But talking about Bucky, but so he's
Wait a
gonna
minute
eventually
now.
get
I don't
tired.
know about that part.
Mhm.
I don't know about that part. Baki got some ridiculous stamina. I don't know about that
Yeah.
part. Baki got some crazy stamina.
Well, what I meant was, let me rephrase it. Like he has. When I say regular, that's why I try to
Hey, do it
rephrase it.
quickly.
Not regular. Like he has like a lot of stamina. He has a lot of stamina because he's like trained for that. But
And he's
what
a
I meant
Honda.
as in a human body though, still. Because
I
what I'm
see what
saying
you're
is he's
getting at.
gonna get
I
tired,
promise
is
you.
what I'm saying. It's like he's gonna get
Look,
tired. That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're getting at. There's gonna be niggas that are not gonna see what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But
Yeah.
there's gonna be a lot of niggas that don't understand what you're saying,
Mhm.
and they're gonna take that shit personal.
But I'm saying he's not a demon, bro. Like, like he's not a
Yeah,
demon.
I mean he's
Sorry.
not a demon.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean
At
like
the end of the day.
by the standard of people in his verse, he's a demon.
Mhm.
But by the standards of an
Yeah.
actual demon, he's not a demon. No, he's not a
Correct,
demon.
correct. And
Yeah,
that's all I'm getting
yeah.
at pretty much there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just
Yeah.
want to make sure we clarify, bro.
Yeah.
Baki stands. They already don't fuck with us for real, bro. They already don't like us.
Oh no, no. And they're not gonna like my next statement.
Oh shit. Okay, go ahead, man.
Yeah. Hey, I know your bike fans are not like this, but this actually goes back to the verses. But I'm sorry guys, but Vixen is who y'all think Baki is. She can actually embody
What?
embody these animals.
What?
So
Bro, watch out, bro. Watch out. Such a ridiculous thing, bro. Hell no. Hell no, bro. Get this man out of here.
you know how Baki tries to imitate an elephant? Well, Vic said she can actually embody the soul of an elephant.
Hey, yo, he by
Hey, so the question is Vixen versus Baki.
Hey, we did not. We are not in agreement with this. I don't know what this man talking about.
We're both in agreement on this as a Nerdcap podcast. It's official. It's stamped. What are you gonna really do about it? But none of we got that out of the way. So I was thinking, hey, I'm gonna clip out the part where he said we're not a part of this. We're gonna skip that part. Hey, look, I'm gonna add in a clip of you just nodding your head in agreement.
What's it from my head? Oh shit!
Oh man!
Holy
And if you
hell!
disagree, at Jinzo Sama, and that's oh man!
Got nothing to do with me, bro. Don't do that shit. Oh my god! Shut the fuck.
Oh man! But no, on the to get some more actual serious topics. Into actual serious topics. Which one of these Dragon Ball Z things would you rather have in real life? Would you rather have sensu beans, or would you rather be able to do instant transmission?
Repeat it again.
Okay, so imagine these things are real, so, from Dragon Ball Z world. Would you rather have sensu beans, or would you rather have instant transmission?
Here's the thing: a lot of people's perception or understanding of instant transmission is off. People are like, well, you have to use instant transmission, you have to be able to lock onto a key signature. A lot of people don't understand that you get key, which is just energy. That's all over the planet. That's i.e. how the spirit bomb works, where you pull the energy from the planet.
Correct.
Granted, the way Goku uses it, he normally locks onto a person. But I'm just saying that, like, the concept of being able to instant transmission to a place just based on the amount of energy in the place is also viable. Just saying. Like I said, I understand. It was like Goku never did it. I understand that part. I'm just saying. But that being said, to have sensu beans, it's kind of goes hard. I can't remember hold on. Let me make sure I know exactly how long it takes to. Hold on. If that's the case, I'm gonna see how long it takes to grow a sensu bean. Because if that's anywhere near something doable, hold on. Type sideways. All right, there we go. Jesus Christ. It takes 1 year to cultivate a sensu bean. All right.
Well, it says right here with Corn once stating new beans would be ready in a month, which is considered fast for plant growth standards. So the speed of stimulate varies.
So
it's never like immediate per se, but how many?
No.
Well, say if he grows, like, it matters about how many do they usually get in a bag though every time they get one.
I assume it takes
6 of them.
I assume it grows at least like a pouch worth of beans.
Well, yeah, probably a little more than that then. Definitely a little more than 6 or 7.
I'd say at least
say about 20.
Let's say 7. Yeah, let's say 7. Let's say 7. Let's just ultimately say 7.
So if it takes 7 sensu beans every 2 months.
Year. I mean, depends if it's year or months, but I think it's year. If it's a year, then there's 7 beans a year, which means as long as I plant one, I still have 6 sensu beans, which is perfect because I can get in a car crash, I can get into any type of altercation, pop a sensu bean, and I'll be fine, except for like natural causes. That doesn't.
And if you don't use it, you still got it.
Yeah, if I don't use them by the end of the year, just plant the other ones and grow it again. Yeah. Honestly, and then there's a lot of people in my life that like I want to see thrive, like who have like conditions or something like that. Well,
Mhm,
yeah, like I said, well, people I know who've been like injured through different
mhm.
means. I think giving them a sense of being would be pretty solid. So I'll probably say sense of being. Like, I mean, granted, that's the more selfless approach because I feel like
Mhm.
instant transmission is just the best option. But I'll take the sense of
Yeah.
being. For sure. I'll take sense of being.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about the cinnamon route because I instantly was thinking, yeah, let me go instant transmission. Hey, 'cause I was thinking, bro, hey, the boys want to go to Japan. Okay, I'm not gonna buy a plane ticket though. Let me know when y'all get there. I'm gonna send y'all energy and I'm gonna pop right over there. Hey, forget buying any more plane tickets. Hey,
Bruh,
look,
if
don't worry.
that's the case, send one nigga, dog. Send one nigga, and then you teleport the rest of us there. Only one nigga needs to
Oh
pay
yeah,
for
yeah,
a
yeah.
ticket,
I
bruh.
forgot. Yeah, you can do a group thing. Yeah, even better.
So
Yeah,
yeah, just
yeah.
grab it. All right, come
Group
on. This nigga
travel.
saying all you niggas pay for a ticket, and then I'm a bum a ride. Fuck no. Hey, everybody, lower your key, lower your power level, so you can't find us, bruh.
I
Hell no,
forgot you do group
hell
travel.
no, man.
Hey, anyway, instant transmission, even
Yeah,
better. Even an easier sell there. Um, yeah, and just hoping I don't get like absolutely bodied. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of wish I really had that sense of being.
yeah,
Hey,
right.
hey, look, I guess I
Hey,
can transfer to the hospital, but
bro, instant transmission to Japan in the middle of a highway and gets hit by a car.
And I asked a friend, why were you in the
Yeah,
middle of a
bro.
highway? Well, I was in the car. I headed to a hotel.
Hey,
You
I
didn't want
bet
to
you
tell
wish
me
you had
that?
a bag full of these.
Yeah.
Right, shit. So yeah,
Oh
definitely for me
man.
though, sensitive being is definitely the better option. Um,
Okay.
it also allows me to like really push my limits if I really wanted to train
Mm.
for real and really wanted
Yeah,
to like
yeah,
go
yeah.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? I could just pop a sensu bean. I could literally get my muscles to the point where they're just torn to shreds. As
Mhm.
long as I eat a sensu
Or
bean,
or
back
you
up,
just had
instant recovery.
a or you just had a hard day of labor and like, yeah, I got stuff to do tonight. I need to recover.
All right, pop a sensu bean. Don't forget though, like they said, when you eat sensu beans, it counts for like I think they said it counts for like a certain amount of like food, like it fills you up as if you've just
Mhm,
eaten like multiple times, something like that.
mhm.
So yeah, be a
Yeah.
little wary. Don't just be popping them hoes. Just
Right.
right. I'm popping the hoes willy nilly. You're gonna
Right.
explode or some
Right.
shit.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm with you on that. Got another one for you. If you remember like the question from DC.
Yeah, yeah. The question, yeah. Ace
Yeah.
Vane, that nigga Ace Vane popped
Yeah,
the man.
yeah,
That
yeah,
character super
yeah.
popular. The quiz.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
My
All right, let me ask you
superpowers is
this.
asking questions.
Right, right. If the question was in Death Note, is light cooked?
No,
You don't think so? Okay, okay,
no. The question, bro,
okay,
it depends on which iteration of the question, bro. Because sometimes,
okay.
like I said, bro, like the question is solid. He's actually a solid
Mm,
detective. I just
yeah,
and like you know what? Because the off the sheer fact that he pretty much questions everything, probably.
yeah,
But the only issue
yeah.
is the question be getting his ass whooped, bro. And this is like all
Yeah.
light got to do is like light will never be able to catch the question for real. He'll never be able to like
Hmm.
find the question's identity. I
Find his
don't think.
name. Hmm.
Uh, but like the question finna get his ass beat probably a couple times, bro. I just snooping too much,
Just I'm
maybe.
asking questions.
Yeah, just from asking questions. But you know what? Ultimately, he questions so much to the point where he's just a skeptic about everything.
Hmm.
Sure, sure, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I'll take
yeah.
the question. Got it. Yeah.
Because like there were like as soon as he interact or if he's like sees light, there's not something that he's not considering him as like the
Oh yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah.
Or if
Of course,
he's
man.
wondering like, okay, he's helping, like this is like a coincidence. Like any coincidence, bro, he's questioning it. It's
Oh yeah, oh
like any coincidence. Like he will even go back to like the start of it. Like, all right, who was the first person who got killed? Who were they connected to? I remember even if you I hate just referencing just like the animated thing, but if you go back to like the Just League animated when it was when Supergirl was having those dreams. So I keep having dreams. I did this, I killed this person. And then it was like, oh, this doctor got killed or something like that at this laboratory. And then Green Arrow and Supergirl, all right, we need to go to this laboratory. We need to go to the laboratory. Like, no, he was like, I know I'm not going to the laboratory. I'm going to the people who fund the laboratory. He was like, bro
Yeah,
was just like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
bro was just like steps ahead,
Yeah, bro.
in the
Yeah,
way he
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
thinking.
yeah. The question was
So
on it, bro. The question was on that shit for sure.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for
So that's
sure,
why
for
I was
sure.
feeling like, yeah, he might be, it might be cooked, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Nah,
I feel
yeah.
like it might be cooked.
I
It
think
would be a
so.
good like it'd be a good mental like joint just to see where it goes. But one thing different between the question and L, he's like staying where he's at and figuring things out.
Yeah,
Even though he did miss it kind of go a little bit. The question, he's boots on the ground, like with strings, trying to connect everything at all times, which
yeah.
could be his unraveling. Um, so
Good point.
it could go either way. It could either unravel him or take him straight to light. So yeah,
It
yeah,
probably,
yeah.
yeah. And like, because my thing is, like you said, the moment the question gets a hunch about light, bro, he's gonna
Mhm.
follow that hunch 100 times over, bro.
Oh yeah.
100 times
Yeah,
over.
yeah. He's not
Not
gonna like
not gonna let that hunch go
let
for
that
like
go.
a second, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
For sure, for sure. Um this kind of a random wild one. Um okay, say you got like a kid, like around 5 years old, right?
Okay.
Would you rather live in the Toy Story universe or the Monsters Inc. universe?
Toy Story, nigga.
And you I would say and you have in both universes, actually no, let's just stay there.
Okay. Uh, I'm a kid, right?
No, no, no. You're the parent.
Wait, so either I'm a toy or a monster?
No, no, you're like a parent of a 5-year-old. So, and you're a
Oh,
parent
I
of a
get, I get,
5-year-old.
I get, I
Yeah,
get, I get, I got you.
yeah. Which
Nigga,
one would you
Toy
rather like kind
Story.
of deal with? Okay,
Toy
okay.
Story. These niggas don't even
So,
know the toys are alive. This is regular life.
okay, okay. But because I was gonna add a caveat. Uh, I was gonna add a caveat like if you living in the universe, you're the only person who suspects that the toys are alive, or you're the only person who like suspects there's action monsters. But I don't know how that would go.
I'm gonna say, regardless, I'd rather still choose Toy Story because I know the toys don't mean my child
Mm,
any harm. They pretty much take care of the child. Like Woody and Buzz and them niggas were trying to take care of Andy, even when
mm.
Andy like didn't know shit. If he left something, they'll put it somewhere you can see it. Shit like that. Bro, in Monsters Inc., they're
Honestly, I
literally
was
just
thinking,
scaring
bro.
kids.
I was thinking, bro, in real life, it would be like a small soldier situation.
Nigga, then you should have
Which
said Small Soldiers are Monsters Inc. Because then I'm choosing
nah,
Monsters Inc.
I want Pixar from Pixar.
Nigga, no. Because see, no. Toy Story, nigga. Toy Story. If I was aware the toys were existing, I still wouldn't say shit. I'd probably walk
Mm.
past a fucking toy and be like, "Your bitch ass up" or some shit like that. But because I know the toys exist. But compared to Monsters Inc., I choose Toy Story every time. But if you're talking about small soldiers,
Because I'm
I'm
thinking like,
choosing fucking. I'm choosing
yeah,
Monsters
yeah, of
Inc.
course. Because what I was thinking was, with the toys, they could be potentially all around. With monsters, now, no, I'm gonna have the same answer. But with monsters, the thing is like they're in another, like in like that pocket, I guess, ordeal. I guess they still exist in the.
They
I don't
exist
know
in
how
the
that
regular
works. I don't
world.
remember.
Like they use the closets as portals to go to the human
Yeah, yeah,
world.
yeah. Yeah, but where they like are located is like not in like they're not in the aisles. They're not in the stores or in your home always and constantly.
Right. But even then, the monsters are just there to scare. They don't cause physical harm to the child. They just scare the motherfucker.
Exactly.
Small soldiers, them niggas were trying to kill people. They were actively trying to kill folks.
Yeah, yeah.
Bruh,
No, that's fair.
bro, the levels of shift in difficulty that you just went from Toy Story to Monsters Inc. to Small Soldiers, nigga. I
Mm.
would never want to live in the world of Small Soldiers. Them niggas trying to throw a nigga's hand in a motherfucking
Oh,
they were
like
trying to
the
kill that
sink
nigga with a
thingy.
blender. Like put his hand in a
Yeah,
blender,
yeah, 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 yeah. I recall that
put that
joke.
shit in the garbage.
That
Hell
was
no,
speaking
bro.
of Sidebar, that was my movie though. No
Oh
cap.
yeah, that's a great movie. That's a
Um,
Small Soldiers is such a
underrated
good movie.
movie.
Underrated as hell. Nobody even
Hmm.
talks about Small Soldiers no more. I need to
Yeah.
rewatch it. It's a good ass movie.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good movie.
Great
I
ass
gotta see if
movie.
it's streaming anywhere.
I think it's I want to say I saw it on Hulu once. Like I think it was on Hulu
Hmm.
or Netflix.
Okay.
But don't
I
quote me
got
on it.
two more. Hey, I got two more quick ones for you, and then we could probably end it.
All right.
Like I said, these are like more sort of wacky, weird territory, just some random stuff.
All right.
Um, what would be the best fictional character to bring to life, and what would be the worst? character to bring to life in like modern day?
What was the best character to bring to life, and what would be the worst character to bring to life?
Yeah, what would be the best fictional character to bring to life, and what would be the worst to bring to life in real life?
Are we gonna put like a context on it, like from Marvel, DC, anime, or something like that? Because
Let's
that's
do
pretty
anime.
open.
Let's just do anime. I was gonna say
Anime?
I meant to say either Marvel, DC, or anime. Because then you can be I don't know like some random character from Friends or something like that. And then it
Yeah,
would make a
somebody's gonna be like
difference.
Ross from Friends or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, so kind of a nothing burger there. But no, like it's Marvel, DC,
So
or anime.
from anime, for me, man, I'll probably pull me a bad bitch, bro. I don't care one of the baddies, nigga. Hey, talk about.
Okay,
Oh, I'm gonna
okay.
bring a nigga. I'm gonna bring a nigga out here. I don't need nobody out here. I'm gonna bring me a bad. I'm gonna bring me a bad shorty, and I'm gonna hope and pray that my charisma is on 10 that day, so that way she don't go out here because hey, there's a lot of niggas out here. She might find another preference just going out to the mailbox.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, bro. Like I said, like that's the thing that always gets me when niggas be like, I wish this girl from an anime into real life, brother. She might leave you immediately to somebody who just looks more like an MC. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. But yeah, I'll probably just pull because there's really nobody I want to bring. I'll probably bring somebody like Master Roshi or some shit.
Okay.
Niggas like Master Roshi exist already. Bro can teach me martial arts, train me, help me get my body right and everything. Yeah, I think that's solid. I think that's a solid pick. And plus, he's a pervy old nigga. Those exist in real life, so it ain't no difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, just teach me about like just regular shit, man. Teach me about like martial arts, and if somehow you can teach me about ki in the real world, then yeah, show me some ki. And yeah, I think that's solid. Somebody who I wouldn't want to bring in here, literally anybody evil.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Literally anybody evil. Sukuna, wouldn't bring him. All for One, wouldn't bring him. Obito, Madara, Blackbeard, any of those niggas, definitely not.
Now I'm also that's what I say in the modern day what would be the word? So say if we brought like I don't know, well yeah, I can't say modern, but say just like a regular villain. We do have military. Um, so I was thinking most of the worst person that would actually be a threat to modern
Sukuna,
day
All for
life.
One.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Okay.
I want nobody to say like I don't know, like Joker. Like Joker can get like shot. So
Yeah.
so yeah, just kind of put it in perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, all right, cool. So Master Roshi and
Mhm.
any anime villain. All right, very last one. Very last one. Do you think that a pair of Jedi, let's just say Obi-Wan and Anakin, could take out the female Titan from Attack on Titan?
Jedi, absolutely. I think Jedi could wipe the entire verse. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, no question. Jedi are wiping the entire verse. I can already hear somebody in the comments being like, how is this even a question? Let me tell you something, bro. Not every Jedi is made equally. But that being said, I do think that Obi-Wan and Anakin would absolutely run. If I think King Bradley can stop these niggas, Anakin and Obi-Wan are putting boots to ass, bro. Honestly, you should put these niggas against the entirety of the verse. Titans, fucking scout soldiers, everybody. That's more of a challenge right there. Put them all against literally everybody. And still, I think Anakin and Obi-Wan is folding the verse. Entirely.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Entirely. Packing the
Now
whole verse up, bro.
I think they'll win. I think they would still face some challenges.
Such as?
Mainly just like the speed of the speed the female Titan can like punch and kick and all that stuff like that. But I think if they now here's the thing about Star Wars, they've only like in the movies, you know how they're able to like do that little speed run. They only show that junk once. So I always ask myself, are we counting that as actually yes, they can do it, but we see that they never actually do it. So do we actually like and when it comes to like putting them in scenarios of fights, do we have to sometimes when people argue things, they're like they can do this, they can do that, they can do that. I was like, yes, but do you really ever see them do that? You know what I mean? So
Well, like in actual
I like to
lore,
kind of
though,
pull out.
like in the actual
Actual
lore,
lore,
like the
yes, they
stories
can.
of the comics, these niggas are like light speed. Like some of the best Jedi's are like light speed. So
Yeah,
it's
and they
like,
still like even just fast in general,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for different reasons. But when it comes to like they don't use like that force running. They don't use that nearly enough. Like George Lucas did that one time in episode one and
Mm,
never filmed that junk again. It was like, yeah, that was kind of a cool idea. I
for
guess it
sure,
can
for
come
sure.
into play anywhere else. Um, but no, I definitely think they can like take him out, take her out as well.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, because what they would probably do if they don't know already, like the nape joint, they'll probably straight go for like the legs, and then just work
Okay,
from there pretty much,
for sure.
um,
I think,
like
yeah,
they
I think
would do
honestly,
like
bro,
a human.
if Anakin is strong enough to pull a TIE fighter or a ship out of orbit, bro,
Mhm,
I
mhm,
think bro can definitely topple a colossal titan from the ankles. Like just
mhm,
topple a nigga. He puts that leg up, he gets that force, launches the other
mhm.
leg from under him, bro.
I, and I
GG's.
will say sometimes they're a little bit inconsistent with how big of things they can actually pull and push. Because sometimes you'll see like and it depends on who's directing. You'll see like a Jedi or like a Sith Lord literally stop a whole like ship and let's try to like pull away
Yeah.
with like very low effort. And then another thing you'll see either that same or someone who's should be in similar power like
Mhm.
have to like struggle. Like even if you remember when Yoda in episode 3, those like little seats when he was facing like Darth Sidious and he was like turning like the seats around. It was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
one old seat, and he's like, "You're Yoda, who's known as one of the most powerful." Like,
Yeah.
if you compare it to being able to stop a ship, that should have been super light work. So I will say they're a little bit inconsistent with like what
Yeah.
their force abilities and how good they can do that. But yeah, if you already go to like if you go straight to like the most powerful iteration, then yeah, like they'll be lifting the Titan and just like
Yeah.
swirling them
Now,
around,
granted,
and they're the most powerful. But
I don't think a Jedi is like just
mhm,
outright. Well, there probably is a Jedi that could. I don't think
mhm,
Anakin and Obi-Wan, especially if we're talking about their movie counterparts, they're not lifting
mhm.
a colossal titan at all. I don't see that in the slightest.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I do think that like,
They can stop a
you
punch probably. Like if they use it
they
together,
could
they can
probably
like
stop. Yeah, they could probably stop like getting stepped on, maybe like with a force
mhm,
barrier or something. And I definitely think
mhm.
they can get to the neck by using some sort of force barrier.
For a
They
jump.
first of all, they're force leap. They can definitely get the
Mhm,
altitude to get up to the neck.
mhm.
Force barrier to keep yourself from burning up if you're on the colossal titan. And once you put that lightsaber to the back of the neck, that's GG's.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. You give
Yeah,
these
yeah,
niggas
yeah.
a little
Yeah, it's just
prep.
a matter
Yeah, I
of
think they
like,
can take the worst.
yeah, yeah. It's just really a matter of getting up there, and avoiding getting like punched
They got it,
or
bro. That force leap
stepped
is
on.
crazy. That force leap is fucking ridiculous.
It is crazy. It is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they're fighting without ODM gear, then they don't have to worry about that getting like yanked. 'Cause if you remember female Titan, she was like yanking that and like literally
Yeah,
twirling them
yeah.
boys around. So they don't have to worry about that part. So
Yeah, they won't have to
yeah,
worry about that.
yeah,
Plus, these niggas are just force sensitive, bro. You get like certain levels of cognitive skills where you can, you know what I'm saying? Like you get little bits of
yeah,
precog and shit like that, bro. It's like
yeah,
that
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
Like
makes
a little bit
sense.
of
Like
a little
that,
more situational awareness.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Jedi's are just
yeah,
way better equipped for sure, by
yeah.
far. Yeah,
Oh yeah, and Anakin already be looking to take people out even before he became Darth Vader. He was
right.
like,
Right.
"Listen, hey, I just need a reason. Just need a reason."
Give me any reason whatsoever, bro. I'll do. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said
But
something about my mom. Yeah, yeah. Oh, out of here. That man went and killed a whole village. Like
hey,
turn my mom to a
just hey,
slave.
slaughter them niggas because it
Gone.
was a Tuesday.
Gone.
All right, bro. I want to say, but
He-
yeah, man. So,
yeah,
uh, it's good, bro. You good?
yeah. That's all I
All
really
right, for
got.
sure. I actually have a few other topics, but I'm actually going to save them till
Okay.
next week. I'm gonna run them
Well, you
through
hit at
you.
least one more.
And I think these are gonna be some
Pause.
pretty solid comparisons. Hey, pause. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Yeah. But I'm gonna run it by you or
Hey,
whatever.
didn't
And
know it was that kind of
I
party.
think yeah, I might end up taking the helm
Well,
of next episode, bro. So yeah,
okay.
I got a couple of good scenarios, and I'll make sure to send y'all the graphics and shit.
Okay, okay. Like you talking about the ones from like social media and joint.
Yeah, I got some of those, but I also got some graphic, like some ideas I don't
Yeah,
already
yeah.
popped up in the brain. So yeah, I'll spit them by
Oh,
you.
okay, all right, cool, cool,
Yes,
cool. I
sir.
meant to screenshot some
But
too that I seen. I was like, this would make a good topic, but I forgot. So it'll come back on the timeline if it was
all
important.
good, all good. Yeah, yeah. It's lit.
Yeah.
I was like, I meant to send them to you earlier. I was just like,
Yeah.
shit, I forgot to send it to this man. I'm like, oh well. I'll just put them in the next one,
Mhm.
bro. But
Yeah. Yeah.
that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. This has been episode 16 of Nerdcap. Make sure you come by and see our next
Right.
endeavor. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of
Oh
which,
yeah. We gotta do that. We gotta do that soundbite. Actually, let's
yeah.
so I can easily cut it. Let's
Okay.
end this episode and then we'll
All
like
right.
redo.
All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Y'all be good and go read a book and wash your ass.
Hey, get out of here. Hey, why are you still here?
What are you doing? Get out of here.
Hey, didn't you hear us? We gotta record another video. Move.
Fuck are you
Yeah, hey,
doing?
we're breaking the fourth wall here.
Hey, right.
Hello, we stop. Hey, you're still
Hey, ain't
here.
you got something to do? Ain't you got something to do? Where the hoes at? Get out of here.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.